Previously on Reroll Expectations, Rufus, Ari, and Shortwing depart Blackridge after the festival. They take to the skies and cover some good ground, but didn't quite make it to their destination by nature of the plane. They discover a weird tower off in the distance and decide to go investigate it. On the way, they run into two apparitions that they're familiar with and a new person/thing they've never quite seen before.
Come on, get it together. I kind of tap my head a little bit because I missed last time. And I'm going to try to firebolt again.
Let's see it.
14?
That is a miss, unfortunately.
What the fuck?
Your firebolt flies through the air and just whizzes by the entire party. You're shooting fireworks. Smokey the Bear is very upset with you right now.
Can you pay attention to where you're throwing those?
And
I'm
up
sorry, I
next is
drank
Rufus.
too much last night.
He's got the shakes.
It's all, man.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay, I'll go to strike the other one with my sword. Attempt to anyway. 16?
Is a hit.
Ooh, baby, alright. That's gonna be 11 slashing.
Do you want to tell us how you deal the final blow to this creature?
Running up to it, I do a cool spin move and just kind of helicopter it.
I didn't know we're playing League of Legends, but all right, Garen.
Yeah.
It does. I was going to say links up B.
I put my swords out in each hand and just helicopter. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I do a slashing move and it looks really cool.
Yeah, and as you do, you rend this magical being's corporeal form as it just sort of sparks out of existence.
I turn to this beast guy next to me, I guess, and I sort of point my sword up at him and say, "Who are you?"
Kind of looks down at the sword. I would prefer to speak to you when there is not a blade at my throat, if you wouldn't mind. And he is going to put his greatsword up against your sword.
I'm like, oh shit, and I'm
Standoffish.
Yeah.
For the audience at home, this is a sword measuring contest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to Shortwing, say, "Whose sword do you think is bigger?"
Ooh.
Well, when you put my swords together, no.
I was going to say.
well, Rube hasn't put us together, so I mean, he's got the tiny sword. Who do you think's gonna win?
We're just whispering. They can't hear this.
Oh, who's got him?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
very well, and I'm gonna do like a cool move and sheathe my swords.
Okay.
The Legolas flare.
Yeah, a little flair to it.
Thank you. And he is no flare at all, just immediately into a sheath. My name is Villif, and I'm not a creature. I would prefer you not to regard me as such.
Well, I think I could speak for my compatriots here. You are nothing like we've ever seen before.
Yes, well, I've heard that from humans before. Do you know what those things were? And I'm kind of pointing and gesturing with the entire area. They just came out of the woods and attacked me.
We ran into a couple of them a little while back, but we still have no idea what they are.
They're some kind of specter, I assume. I'm not exactly arcane inclined.
He's old-natured dragon. Never seen him before. Just kidding. They're relatively recent. This is off character. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Our gnome friend here, he's a mage. He may have more knowledge of this. I believe we determined these were some sort of magical anomaly.
Wait a minute, you're a mage. Looking right at the gnome.
I am. I'm still like a little slurring a little bit. So these are balls of magic energy just gone haywire, and sometimes they'll just attack us out of nowhere. It's really concerning.
Is he drunk?
Most of the time, but right now I think he's lucid.
All
I'm
right.
just recovering from a late night.
Right, so you believe these are some sort of erratic magic gone wild?
That's exactly what it is. I couldn't believe it myself when we first came across these destructive orbs.
Right. Why do you all find yourselves in this forest? I thought I was the only one traveling through here.
We were headed to that tower.
What tower?
You know, the giant tower? Wasn't there a giant tower in the woods?
There is.
Okay, I'm not just making shit up.
No.
Out of character. Villif has a 7 in wisdom. He doesn't notice shit.
Oh, okay,
He's looking
okay.
down at his big toes all the time.
I
Pretty much, yeah.
I point up.
I look up. Do I see the tower now?
Yeah, you see a huge tower.
Oh,
He's got the bushiest eyebrows in the game. He doesn't see anything above 9 foot.
That tower. Okay. Well, I'm heading into town to try to find, well, any mage I can. Do you all know of mages in this area?
I kind of tilt my head, and I'm like, I just told you I'm a mage.
Yes, I did not mean to insult you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm more than happy to help. I did go to the Harvard School of Magic. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's a great institution.
I know nothing of the schools. My apologies. Have you ever heard of something in a draconic line of arcane punishment?
Can I see what I know about draconic arcane
um,
punishment?
So not draconic arcane punishment is not the right term for it.
Draconic curse, but I was trying to be subtle about it.
No, you're fine. You as a student of magic, more so than the other two, know full well of the rumored curse of the draconic. This is a how am I gonna fucking word this? I wrote a whole article on how this thing works in my game universe, and I can't manage to drum up anything from this. Generally, those who are inclined to wield magic without the proper training and focus behind it often find themselves wrought with power, and it can occasionally occur. It can occasionally bring some disastrous consequences to it, whether it comes in the form of burning villages down, self-inflicted harm, or accidental spell firings, things like that. However, there has always been rumors, and it's very hard to document this well-known phenomenon of those who tried to harness magic and it growing so powerful that it transforms them into these animalistic, huge magical creatures that have been come to be known as dragons. However, seeing this process happen is incredibly rare. There's only a few documents that have laid out how this happens, and they can't be recreated. And especially seeing a dragon with human-like features is something that has never been seen before, at least to your knowledge. That was really
What Jeff
wrong.
meant to say is a baby dragon bit him and he turned into a dragon.
He's
I'm a
a
were-dragon.
Let me help you out, Jeff.
He's
At first, I was thinking he's the kid from Fantastic Beasts in Harry Potter that just like destroys shit because he's a wizard and doesn't know how to use it. Yes, I'm very familiar with how dragons come to be. Have you felt any arcane energy radiating from yourself?
I'm not arcane in the slightest. I'm a soldier. But do you know how to break this curse?
There's not been much documentation on any cures or really on it at all, but as far as I'm aware, there's not a way to break it, I'm afraid. Am I right, Jeff?
Yeah.
All right.
I see. Well, appreciate the insight then. And there is a dejectedness in him, just
You made the Dragon Boy sad.
yeah, like literally the youthful excitement you just saw. Just his shoulders just have slumped.
Oh, don't worry, it'll be okay. How about you join us, and we'll learn more about it as we go along.
Well, I suppose hunting on my own has done me no good, and you all came to my aid when I needed it most. I will be in your debt. What do you call yourselves?
Like collectively?
Aramin's
collect-
crew.
We never decided on a name, Aramin.
Yes, but I think we know that it makes the most sense.
Should be
You know,
called.
I on the wing here, like, thought up a real quick, spontaneous solution to this, Jeff, that's, like, so off the wall, but if by some grace of God, Shortwing knew somebody in his tribe that turned into a dragon and found a cure, and then we would, like, end up searching for that guy, but that was just, like, my own fabrication of Jeff's plot. That would be really cool. Jeff's like, you know what, that's better than what I had planned. Maybe we'll use that.
that was a look of a.
Jeff was gonna flip a golden coin into the well of life and hope that it worked for the dragon.
That was that was a look of a DM of just like, oh, it may or may not be, but internally just, how the fuck did they guess that?
Oh, I just made that up. We don't really have a backstory to my character. Jeff's trying to be very, very witty with his creation.
Yeah.
He'll pull it
yeah.
out of him.
Well, whatever you three decide to call yourselves, I serve you now.
My name is Varro, and Yeah.
Varro.
Wait, you've had a real name this whole time? I thought you were just named Shortwing.
It's come up like 3 different times, and nobody has ever commented on it until this very moment.
Wait, is it
I think-
or Varro?
I think every single time he says that his name is Varro, we just act surprised.
It's a recurring joke.
Yeah. Shortwing, I did not know that you had a name.
You were at my wedding.
yeah,
You were at my wedding.
it's a long story. It's a family thing.
That's really just unbelievable.
I never really got around to talk about myself very much. Nobody really asks either, so I never really said anything about it.
So the feathers one's name is Varro. What about you, swordsman? Looking at
I don't know if I mentioned I'm a half elf, but
yeah.
my name is Rufus. You can call me Rue, though. That's what most people call me.
All right, Rue or Rufus, and then you, my very short friend.
I'm Aramin, or you can call me Ari for short.
Ari, all right. Well, it was tradition with my fellow soldiers that we would give each other nicknames in the heat of battle. So, Varro the Feathered, Rue the Aggressive, and Ari the Stout.
I was gonna say smart. No, there's a.
I was
funny
going to say
one
the
in
short
there.
one
Yeah, the stout's pretty good too.
and the short one.
And you, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Villif.
Villif. Villif, the blue scaled one.
We'll
Nailed
work
it.
on that.
Do you want to, whatchamacallit, do you actually want to know his name?
Yeah. How about you just correct me?
Let me find out where I wrote it down.
I know your character's name, or something you're not telling
I
me.
remember it, yeah. So as soon as you say that, he's Villif Gandabir.
Gandabir. Okay. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I am not particularly intelligent.
Oh, that's not true.
I'm a little
Don't say
dumb.
that about yourself.
I'm a bit of a dumbass.
It's okay, buddy. I'm a little small and skinny. We all have our weaknesses.
You all are very adept in many things, I can tell.
Well, shall we go into the tower?
Aye. Oh, it's Scottish there for a second there. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, talk like this now.
I
go.
think Rue and Villif should lead the way.
Accent.
All right, sounds good.
And I will walk alongside Rue as Rue shows us to the tower, because that I didn't know existed until a few minutes ago.
I try to assert my dominance by walking a little bit further ahead.
I'm gonna use my elongated gait to not even notice that.
I hope Rue's and Villif's like chemistry becomes similar to mine and Casey's character from that one shot from Wildevere. Just always doing
man,
push-ups and
back.
competing.
It might end up being
one-upping.
that way. God, that would
It's
be
gonna be a
terrible.
great sword off at every petty encounter from here on. It's gonna see who
If
can
that-
decapitate as quick as possible.
My favorite thing about that, if it does happen, we know who starts it. Because Villif very explicitly, when I wrote him out, does not like conflict.
Oh yeah, this will be
It's just
all
gonna be
Rufus for sure.
It's gonna root.
He's used to being the only swordsman in the group, and now he's feeling a little bit, I don't know.
Somebody's
he's feeling,
packing more heat.
yeah, he's feeling sword envy right now.
I love great swords.
All right.
You exit the forest as you approach the tall steel tower you spotted in the distance previously. Specks of rust cover the exterior, showing that it's been there for quite a time. Around it are dozens of steel rods surrounding the tower, all evenly spaced in 4 rings. The blue fog has grown thicker here, traveling about halfway up your shins and becoming near opaque. You also notice that the construction of this tower is oddly reminiscent of that building that you guys happened to find your way in on the way to the town of Ami to get to the tomb.
Just to clarify, this is probably about smoky sausage height for me, right?
It made a comeback.
Yeah, it's definitely touching your fuck, what was it? The peach fuzz.
It's feeling a little condensated down there.
You're
Great.
feeling
Now,
moist.
Oh, is anyone else getting really sweaty for some reason?
now I have a really good understanding, and I'm immersed in the setting. You know, knowing where the fog is in relation to my
got a-
character's height.
Got a dehumidifier aimed at his thighs.
So, Jeff, how long has our travel been to this tower since our encounter with Villif?
Probably about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. Pass Without Trace has about an hour log on it, so I don't know that it's important, but I was just trying to keep a mental note of it, so.
How
during
long
that-
does it last? Is it less than an hour?
It's an hour.
You probably have like 50 minutes left on it. It was not very far from where you
15
met
minutes.
Villif.
Just curious. Okay. How tall is this tower? Can I determine this?
It looks to be about 4 stories tall. If you can count by the small slots, you can assume the windows in the tower.
Does it have a pointed top or a flat top?
The pointed top.
Is it Rapunzel?
And it's got-
Rapunzel.
No, but it's got 2 large orbs on the side of it, of this rounded top building. That was a
Okay.
famous joke. Those aren't there.
During this hour, or during this time that we're walking, can I turn to Rue at the head of the pack and... so, friend, tell me, how did you learn such prowess with combat?
I learned it from my father, practicing back home. He was a soldier in the army.
Ah, did he serve in any sort of conflict?
Well, sort of a touchy subject, but
Oh, my apologies. My apologies then.
no, it's okay. He went off to war with my mother, and I've never seen them since.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I fought alongside many a good man in the war.
Yes, Wait, where did you serve? What kingdom?
I was hired mercenary for mostly security jobs, but obviously during that time, security meant you were on the front lines.
Did you ever run with the armies of Greencrest?
No, I never encountered them.
I looked down, sort of disappointed, thinking maybe he might have seen my parents.
I'm very sorry.
I like how you like you even say like your out of character stuff in character voice. It's very good. Let's see.
No, that was in character. He said, "I'm sorry."
Was it?
In character.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah, he literally said, "I'm very sorry."
Oh, I thought you were okay. Never mind. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna keep walking forward.
Are you going in the tower? Because you're at the tower.
Oh,
Where's the
I'm gonna
door?
look-
Is it
You're
very
just gonna
frustrating?
like NPC walk into the tower and just like freeze in place. Your body keeps gyrating until you get in.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking until I kind of via osmosis go through the
You're
wall.
gonna clip through the wall.
It was made by the alchemist. You said it looks very old, and rusty.
Well, the War of the Alchemists was about 10 years ago at this point, so it looks to be about 10 years old. You know, exposed steel over 10 years doesn't look great after all that time if it's not being maintained.
Okay.
Hold on, I got an idea. I can check this out maybe before we go in.
Since I'm still under Pass Without Trace. I want to cast Spider Climb on myself.
And what does that do?
I could walk up walls for like an hour. Anybody I touch. Yeah. So, it's about 4 stories tall. I want to grab a rock on the ground and I'm gonna walk up to like the 2nd story and one of the little slotted windows and see if I can hear anything. Any shuffling, any snoring, any boiling water.
Give me an investigation check.
Sitting in front of the tower, do I notice maybe footprints on the ground, like someone has, other than us obviously, has kind of walked through here, cart, anything like that, like maybe cart
There are
tracks?
no
stuff like that?
signs of anything going
I
around.
have a really
this.
good investigation, but I rolled a 6, so we're gonna go with 11.
You don't hear anything. You hear nothing, in fact, from the tower. You don't hear a breeze. You don't hear any shuffling or voices or nothing. It just sounds empty.
Can I peer in like with one eye and see what's on the 2nd floor?
Yeah. You see a room that is just. It looks like whoever was there left in a hurry. There's some toppled bookshelves and dust-covered desks and tables strewn about the floor.
Can I proceed to the 3rd floor and do the same?
Yeah. This one looks to be about the same, but a more fancier vibe to it, with one large ornate desk that's been overturned inside this room
Like on its side or upside down?
on its side.
Is it facing, like is the top of it facing me?
No.
Okay, and I don't hear anything again?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna make one more trip to the 4th floor and give her one more silent peep in there.
This one is a very dark room. Do you have dark vision as a
I do.
shifter?
I
You
do.
do. For this one, you see some thick wires that run from the exterior of the building into the room itself, and you see a sort of like black liquid coming from these wires.
What do you mean by like wires coming from outside? What do you
So
like
so it
vines
looks like-
bleaching in, sort of?
So, what we as humans in the real world would know as wires and cables are coming from the ground where those rods are, and sort of spiraling up the tower into
Okay.
that room.
Okay, and then it was a what? Like a liquid thingy, something?
Like a black liquid.
Okay.
Does it look like the liquid that we saw? Wasn't there like a tower or like there was some sort of building we were in a while ago that had this weird like liquid in it?
Do you mean the heap of flesh in the corner that was 2 parents?
No. No, it was that like weird. This is where we ran into Steven, the lightning bolt. What was that
probably,
place?
There probably was.
It was also built by the
Alchemists.
Alchemists.
Yes, the same people.
Okay, yeah, got it. I'm drawing connections, Jeff.
I'm so proud of you.
Jeff,
Someone paid attention.
In my time working with the people who I'm worked with, if you said, like, are there any things on this tower that I recognize as, like, alchemist type thing?
The construction is what stands out to you the most, as it's like a hallmark feature of the alchemists to make structures out of steel like this instead of like regular stone, bricks, whatever. That's as far as you can make out from this.
Okay, so
Friends, this is alchemist territory.
from a Spidey on the wall position, I'm gonna keep my head from outside. I want to like tap my rock on the outside. Can I hear anything respond by like shuffling or anything?
You just hear the echoing of the noise you made just reverberate down the tower.
Wow, that was a really strong tap, or a very very sound structure. Okay, so I'm going to just Spider-Man my way down to the base, and I'm going to relay this information without... I'll just keep it non-character, just save some time, since they all heard all that anyways. Relaying that X floor, and then follow up with...
It seems like it's vacant, but there's a big combination of dust. And then there's something very odd at the top. I couldn't identify it.
Did you find a way inside?
I mean, I could have gone through any of the windows, but I wasn't gonna go in alone. These wires seem to, as I said, go up to the top, and it's very dark, and there's some weird type of ooze or aberration up there. I don't know.
Are the
There's a
windows big
door.
enough? Oh, I was gonna say yeah.
There's doors.
No one asked for a door. There's a door there.
I just
No, but I
asked
wanted
if
to
I could get in.
investigate prior. I think we all assumed there was a door.
I think you,
Let's-
Jeff. I think you said we were like standing at the door of the tower. So
Well, I set it up with the Rapunzel joke, so I mean, in my defense.
Let's just pretend we don't see a door and we just start kicking the side of this tower. Why won't it open?
bloody door won't open.
Suddenly, all wisdom 7.
What, you just fucking get like, what is it, heat metal and just try to burn your way into the wall?
I
Oh,
do. I have
God.
heat metal, but is it actually a metal structure?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh lordy, I don't think there's a size limit on heat metal.
There technically is not. I don't think
I
so.
thought it was. I thought it was, oh, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I think it was Shape Earth.
Yeah, use heat metal and get us in.
And I'll
Well-
start bashing in the wall with my great sword.
Let me just double check it just to make sure. It is such a good spell. Metal
Make an opening.
manufactured. See what
Can
Make
I
the
take a
opening
look at
right
my face?
beside the door too.
Lightsaber it in.
Yeah,
Can I
there is
take a look?
nothing. You can do whatever you want.
Lightsaber around the door.
Can I
Make a bigger
can I
door.
take a Can I take a look at the door and see if maybe there's a lock on it or anything that I would recognize as alchemist?
He didn't even say it was locked. We can just open the door, right, Jeff?
It looks to be a normal door. If there used to be a lock at one point, you can see like the outline of where the lock had been placed on the door, but is no longer there.
How smart am I? I'm gonna open the door.
The door swings wide open with ease.
Where's the rogue when you need him?
Compatriots, I found the door.
We're all still kicking stones, knocking over garden gnomes, flipping
Why are you
maps.
guys knocking over garden gnomes?
It's usually not this simple, so I follow him to the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna look inside. Do I see anything?
As you walk inside, you see what looks to be signs of a struggle, although the dust and cobwebs clearly show it was quite a long time ago. In the center of the room is an iron spiral staircase that leads to the next floor, and a square hole in the ground with a stone staircase leading down.
I'm gonna take one of my torches out and I'm gonna light it up because I don't have dark vision.
Dragonborns don't have dark vision?
No, they don't.
Wow, I'd probably
Figure
because
that
they're
out
so
for
fucking
yourself,
OP.
Wizard
Natural armor, natural weapon, free breath weapon.
Oh, we don't. No, you don't get natural armor or natural weapon. That's a feat.
So I thought they had naturally high AC from their scales. Am I
Nope.
incorrect?
No, there is no benefit to their skills. You can get the feat that I took, which is called Dragon Hide from Xanathar's,
Okay.
and that increases your AC and gives you retractable claws.
That might have been a 3.5 thing, if I recall correctly.
It was a 3.5 thing,
It's cool.
or
Good
it may have
flavor.
been, yeah. But no,
well,
yeah, it's,
should
it's,
we go down or
Xanathar's.
up?
Um,
I
I-
will lead the way with the torch if you'd like.
I investigated up, so I mean, maybe we should just check all that out first.
Okay, I agree.
I'll make sure everyone has light in the room then, and follow along where you guys want to go.
I think all three of us have dark vision.
It's just you,
I'm the
buddy.
only one without dark vision.
I'm not going to tell him, though.
God.
I'm going to thank you for the light. I really appreciate it.
Make him feel good about himself.
Oh, goodness sake.
Alright.
You head up the staircase, and although it kind of like shakes and groans, it's still a pretty sturdy piece of work. And you make your way to the second floor, which is a relatively unassuming room with some toppled bookshelves, in addition to dust-covered desks and tables.
All right, I'm going to look around the fallen books and see if there's anything interesting.
It's a lot of textbooks you probably read when you were in school, although clearly older editions of these books. Nothing really stands out to you. But it's a lot of books that are about magic.
For the record, I want to be in the back with my bow drawn, kind of using my ears just to respond to anything, because I'm a little curious and worried, if you will.
Okay.
Meow.
Cat?
Cat.
He's yelling at me.
Love
Pet me,
you,
dickhead.
bastard.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I know how the fucking alchemists work. I'm drawing my greatsword and keeping it at the ready. If I see something move towards me that isn't these three, I'm taking a swing at it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I know how the alchemists freaking work.
But these are Jeff's alchemists, so it might just literally be a dead building with dust, and he's just leading us down a dead road full of dead content for the next hour.
Wow.
I'm just
Tell me how you really feel.
I didn't really feel that way. I just like to clown you sometimes. It's all part of the game.
I'm gonna head to the next level.
I'll follow.
Yeah, you make your way up to the third floor, and unlike the other rooms you've seen, this room has a bit of a more executive vibe to it, with an ornate desk that lays upside down with a few missing drawers.
I'm going to look for loot.
Hey, cat, do you want to get out of my way? You're so fucking needy.
You give him a soft kiss.
You giving me so
A soft kiss.
Um,
Whisper very quietly into the microphone.
God, the cat's an Italian porn star now.
Would you like some
Sounds like
turkey
Rocco
pesto?
Siffredi.
please don't
like-
sexualize my cat. This is not the podcast.
Would you
for
like
that.
would you like some turkey pesto? An Italian porno.
Very clean. Very well done.
Oh, God.
You look over the desk and find a small false door on its side. You press it open, and a compartment on the opposite side opens.
Surprise Tarask.
I'm going to go open the other compartment.
You open the compartment, and you find a small notebook with most of the pages torn out.
Oh, not fair.
You do find a complete page, but looks like the ink has smudged with time, and you're unable to make out some of the words. Would you like me to read it to you? Or do you want
Yes.
to read it aloud for the class?
I can read it out loud. I think I know how to read.
I hope you do.
Jeff dropped a bunch of Scrabble letters and then put them together, and he's going to read it now.
How da shabba.
Let's give it a goal.
Yep.
Okay. All right. After countless
Sorry, go on.
After countless hours wasted in this blighted land, we have finally... can't seem to read that part. The magic in this forest. Tests on the subject 86 have exceeded expectations, and we expect the progress to stage in a matter of months. The subject doesn't understand our tongue, but the alchemical glyphs have made an improvement on... Damn, can't read the last part.
Subject 86? Is
Get a
this...
bad feeling about this place now.
Did you say there was something on the next top or the top floor, Shortwing?
Yeah, there's something very eerie on the top floor.
Perhaps we'll find this Subject 86 still here.
I'm not sure if it's the subject, but I really don't know what to expect. It's a very strange place indeed.
Alright, so there's stairs leading up again?
Yep.
Alright, this time I'm gonna go up the stairs with my swords drawn in preparation to stabby stab whatever tries to come at me. I'm gonna walk up the steps.
Yeah, you walk up to the final floor of this tower, and the floor of this room is covered in those same thick wires that you saw outside, although most of them seem to have been severed, and there's an orally black liquid that seems to seep out from them, with a slight blue shimmer when you look at them from a certain angle. All of the wires trail to the center of this room, although it seems that whatever they're attached to was taken from this room.
Well, what do you gentlemen make of this?
I
Do I
couldn't
recognize
identify
it?
it before.
Yep. Do I recognize any of it from my time with... Yeah, you know what I mean?
You find a couple of things that look similar to the experiments that happened on you. Nothing like concrete, but you get that same general vibe of they were messing with something they shouldn't have in this place.
My gut instinct is they were testing some kind of arcane or some kind of magic seed they shouldn't have been getting into on someone. An individual was tied up here.
Well,
That's not protocol for scientists. This is very concerning.
Alchemists are not easily perturbed by the same things that you and I are morally.
Oh dear.
well, what do we do from here?
I suppose we check the basement.
Oh, you're right. There is one place we have not looked.
I'm going to look around the room a little bit deeper and see if there's maybe some loot.
Give me an investigation check. Right? Investigation, I guess, is the right one.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see. Damn it. Let's see. My rolls have been shite tonight. It's +7 though, so 15.
You don't find anything of note. It's mostly just going to be these thick wires that just sort of trail around. Although as you kind of search, your fingers touch that orally black ichor almost, and you feel a sort of like electric sensation for like a split second.
Curious.
Jeff, do I see him get a reaction out of that?
I don't know. How do you want to respond to this, Ari? Do you go like, or you just like blow it off?
That was.
I jump.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Can I approach it and use maybe a small vial from my herbalism kit to extract some of it and cork?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, now how would I classify this in my vial of black goo? What sounds good to Jeff?
Yeah.
Alchemical
I think that's
goo.
fine.
Alchemist
Cat,
spooge.
get down. That's not right.
That's a good one.
You ever heard about that new potion in the market called Alchemist Spooge? God, they had a terrible marketing department.
Oh, so speaking of potions, one of the things that I thought of while I was editing the carnival is every town interaction we have is looking for potions, and then we go to this place where Jeff's like, any store you could think of, and nobody gets potions. Like, consistently. But it's okay, I got plenty of healing.
I've got this big sword, that's it. And this brick. It's just a brick.
She's a brick.
Bow.
House.
All right.
Shall we-
Well,
Yeah.
go on. Or was you
Shall
gonna
we
say the
go
same thing?
downstairs? Yeah.
As you begin
Yes.
to leave, you feel the air change to that same odd sensation you felt on the road a few days ago. The hair on the back of your neck stands up as you feel some sort of energy filling the air.
Oh no.
My spidey sense is tingling. No,
This is not
cut,
good.
cut that out.
That was gold. What do you mean?
It was not cool. Don't lie to him.
It was pretty badass, if you ask me.
Can Villif slap both of them?
That's a good reference, bro. That's a good one.
Sick meme, bro.
Your references are just like out of this world, dude.
Just stop.
All right. I'm at the ready. I'm ready to start slashing.
Yeah.
I think we should get out of here. It doesn't feel right.
But we have to see what's in the basement.
It is
I don't
fine.
know, I don't
We'll
know,
be
I don't
fine if
know.
we go into the basement very quickly.
All right. I mean,
Fine.
Don't worry, Feathered One. I'll lead the way.
No, I'm just kidding. Go right
Oh,
ahead.
You wish to lead the way?
After
Yes,
you,
wish
sir.
to lead the... All right, and I will lead, torch in hand, down into the basement.
Just like that.
Well, one floor at a time, all right, boys? One floor at a time. Unless you guys are fucking throwing yourselves out the window and just
oh,
trying
definitely. I thought of it. Don't worry.
It's only 4 stories. How much can 8d6 do anyway?
We can find out if you really want to.
Turns into bear, then throws himself out the window. Let me double my hit points real quick.
Let me turn to this mammoth real quick.
No, just turn to a giraffe and he already reached the ground. Problem solved.
Lands on head
Oh
first.
my god.
It's a lot of neck to snap.
There's like what 17 bones in their neck or something dumb like that.
You
right,
make
I'm
your
gonna
way
lead the way.
down the staircase to the 3rd floor slowly, and as you as the room comes into view, you see these 2 glowing, fiery figures of just 8 tendrils sort of patrolling around this room.
Can I ask Jeff? I'm picturing this big tower with a spiral staircase that pretty much wraps every floor. And then, is that correct? Is that kind of
No,
how this
it's in
is?
the center.
Oh, okay. How big around would I assume that the diameter of this structure is? 40
don't
feet
know, I
across. Yeah.
Sure, that sounds good.
Like a normal room, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a small room's like 15, so.
About 40.
Okay.
40 sounds fine.
Okay, I'm just curious how much room we have to play here. I don't know. I'm not leading the way. I don't really know how to. I'm not really feeling it. About the giraffe out the window, I guess. I mean,
I think it's Steven's time to shine.
We could probably sneak by him.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, yes.
We're just playing telephone from back to front or something. I don't know.
What do you guys want to do?
I guess this is if Villif's holding up the front, just press on, see if we can whip by him.
Yep, I'm gonna try to. All right, follow behind me quickly, and try to sneak past him.
Sure. Do you guys want to give me that stealth check?
Leave
Oh boy.
Everybody gets plus
No
10.
more pass without a trace, right?
No, we do have it.
Yeah.
It's plus 10 across the board.
Ooh, okay.
Plus 10 to your roll.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Thing
why?
I needed
What?
that.
Yeah, pass without trace is a plus 10 to dexterity or stealth checks.
Yeah, I needed that too because I got a 14.
Yeah,
I got a
so
13.
that's 15, so I guess 25 altogether for me.
Jesus, we all got teens.
Yeah, with the bonus, I got 17.
Yeah, you guys managed to slip your way down the staircase, and you don't think that they noticed you as you slip by.
All right, looking at this floor, anything else below us?
For this, you see that same sort of like 8 tendrilled flame beast patrolling around the room, and you see that similar orb that you fought outside. The same shape, same everything, just sort
It's the
of
same.
meandering around.
It's the same orb. Do we want to try sneaking past once again?
Yeah, let's not.
Okay. I'll lead the way again. Let's try to sneak.
All right, come on, boys, let's do this.
28.
21.
Ooh. 17.
23.
Yeah, you guys once again just managed to slip by these creatures.
Tony.
What?
It's like Scooby Doo.
And you make your way back down to the first floor, where you don't see any creatures of any sort. All you see is the open door and the square hole with the stone staircase leading into the basement.
What is it all on this floor? Like, is there
Nothing,
what?
just some overturned desks and bookshelves.
Okay, can I take
but nothing
a chair and like quietly like rest it on the stairs?
Sure.
Claymore. So it's a falling hazard. Okay.
This place is kind of crawling with weirdos all of a sudden. Are we seriously thinking about going down?
Yes, we must.
We came all this way. Might as well.
All right, let's do it.
I believe that our best shot is to go down and see what is happening.
That was a request. Rephrase that.
No, I said I believe that our best shot is to go down and find out what we're dealing with.
It's just more spiral staircase downward, Jeff.
No, this is a stone staircase on a separate part of the room.
Like going.
Yep, I'll lead the way with the torch.
You make your way down the cold stone steps, and you descend to the bottom floor of this tower, and you find yourself in a strangely familiar room. For the three of you, not counting Villif, it looks like an identical copy of the same room that you first met your elemental friend Steven in. But the pedestal in the center room is missing, and instead there is a charred husk burned so badly that you can't even make out what it once was.
Husk?
Yes. Like
Okay.
a
Like a-
corpse.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it sounded like husk
Like a dead
through the
thing?
mic, so I needed to just verify.
Well.
Can I make a nature
Oh.
check and try and like
My
see
God.
what maybe I know some weird shit?
Sure.
Roll for weird shit.
Dirty 20.
You can't quite make out what this might have once was. It's definitely humanoid-ish in shape, but it's been morphed and mutated into something far beyond what you've ever seen before.
Maybe this is the test subject.
Yeah, this could be Subject 86.
What kind of room is this?
What do you mean? What kind of room is this?
Like, is it a circular? Like, what are we looking at? Tiny little
No,
shack.
this is a square room, probably about 30 by 30, with that same steel flooring, siding, and ceiling as you saw in that first place where you met Steven.
I only vaguely remember it. I know it wasn't a very detailed room, but that was about it. And a center pedestal.
I mean, we're down here. What do we do now here, man?
Is there anything on the walls or the ceiling of the room?
You can see various panels of what looks to be damaged steel, as if someone was punching the walls, but you don't make out anything else.
Looking near the husk, are there chains or anything like that?
No.
No shackles or anything?
Mm-mm.
I think we should take this husk.
I'm not
You believe we
carrying it.
should take this corpse?
We should give it a proper rest.
I'm not sure there's much left to bury.
What do you know about proper rest?
Oh, he doesn't know about Ari's ritual.
Sorry, I'd like to back up here. What subclass are you, by the way?
It's not necrophilic or anything of that nature.
Necrophilic.
No, I believe in cremation, and apparently they think that it's some fucking crazy thing.
He's always
Okay.
blast him every time.
I need you to elaborate.
Just living or breathing.
So we found like a dead family or something.
Every time Ari finds dead people, he sets them on fire.
They need to be
honest here, buddy.
cremated.
I believe that this creature has already received cremation.
I'm not sure if this thing wanted to die here, though.
I imagine no one would want to die here.
I'm not so sure that this is
I don't want to die here either. Can we get out of here?
based on the markings on the wall. It would seem perhaps whatever was here may have already escaped.
There's no shackles in here, so the creature we're seeing burnt up is not what was being held here.
I think we may have overstayed our welcome at this point. Perhaps we should leave.
I agree. And I'm going to head up the stairs.
As you say that, Rufus, the charred corpse behind you, or I guess in front of you, shudders and sort of shifts in place and begins to glow with an eerie blue hue, familiar of the thick fog outside.
Do I see it move?
Slowly. Yes.
I'm swinging that greatsword.
Holy
Generator
shit!
from Resident Evil 4.
The one thing I was getting ready to do this whole time.
Yeah, as it begins to let out this raspy, guttural roar, you swing your greatsword and catch it in the chest. Do you want to roll damage?
I would like to. That's... what's my bonus for that? Is it +2? Yeah, that's 12 points of non-magical slashing.
Yeah, you nail it. And you give it one big, meaty cleave in the chest. And as you do, you see that same blue fog sort of like ooze out faintly from that slash.
We need to run.
Okay.
Okay,
start
I'm
running.
down.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprint, but as I hit the stairs, I'm gonna turn back and use magic missile, and pop, 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 pop.
Sure.
Yeah, as we're getting ready to
On
leave,
Villif.
I'm gonna cast an expeditious retreat, and I'm just gonna start dashing like a mofo out this building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna let them go get out first, and then
Takes
look
10
once-
points of force damage.
Okay. Nice
Slamming
roll.
this one.
Nice.
I'm gonna let all of them get out and see this thing get hit by the magic missile. And is it still standing? Getting ready to move?
It's still standing, and you see that those same wisps of that blue fog fade away, and it just sort of tenses up and becomes a little more firm in its body, if that makes sense. It
Yeah.
tenses up. That's what I'm just.
Okay.
That's it. It got tense.
Yep. I'm gonna turn back to them if they're still on the stairs and say, "Close your eyes," and turn around, open my mouth, and breath weapon.
Roll your damage.
It's gotta make a save.
Okay, sorry. What's the save?
Dex save. It's very low.
How's a 10 do for you?
It's exactly a 10.
Wait, so currently we're all walking up the stairs and he's kind of engaging it? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
I'm backing up the stairs as I fire that off. Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to see. where we're at.
So do you want to roll damage for it?
Yes, sure. Oh, that's 11 points of lightning damage.
Your breath weapon flows out of you, and this crackling of this lightning surges through this strange creature, and you can see what used to be eyes sort of flare out with that electric energy, as it just screams in what you can, as someone who has experience with the alchemists, can find a definite sound of pain and torture. Some of you yourself have gone through.
I'm gonna cringe and say, I'm very sorry, and then run up the stairs.
I'm leading.
I'm assuming you guys are booking it out of the tower.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Do we clear the door?
Yeah, you
I
clear the
retreated
door and you make your way out of the tower. But the blue fog that was once surrounding the tower has become so thick it's almost viscous. I can't pronounce that word.
Viscous.
Viscous. That's the word. It's almost viscous as you try to trudge your way through. It definitely slows you down, and from the tower you can hear that same guttural roar from that monster.
Okay. Can I make an action here?
Sure.
Heat metal. The entire fucking structure is
Do you want to read out a heat metal for me?
manufactured metal object, metal weapon, heavy armor, whatever that you can see within range. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell. It's a concentration.
I'm still in the building.
It's every bonus. You can do the damage every turn as a bonus action. And then there's more information, but it's more like armor or weapon based.
Mm-hmm,
So like
right.
if they're holding something, they have to make con saves and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Let me go ahead and roll his Constitution save. That wasn't it. Does an 11 succeed?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, mine's 13 for my spell save.
Hey, Jeff, are the floors made of metal?
Yes.
Oh,
I
no.
I did specify that.
Yep.
What's that con save again?
We said we made it out of the building. We were in the fog.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
we did?
You guys are out.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
not.
Okay. I thought I didn't.
You see this entire tower glow to this bright red hot intense heat. Even from where you guys are about 20 feet away. You can feel the heat from this tower radiating. Even the metal rods in the ground around are sort of beginning to glow with that heat. And you, Shortwing, know that you've been magically inclined for most of your life, but this is something that you've never done on this scale before. This is intense. And you hear the cries of pain from that creature inside go from that guttural, raspy roar to a faint whimper, and then nothing.
7 damage. Okay.
I'm going to ask you to triple that damage, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. 21.
Yep.
Okay.
It's beautiful in a way.
So it gets quiet, and we're in this fog, and this building's glowing. So the fog feels kind of heavier than it was, like it almost
Yes.
encumbering. Okay. The door was made of metal too, right? Not the
The
wood.
door was made of wood. So that's on fire. That's just burning.
Okay. Or it looks torched. I don't know. No, probably burning. Yeah. After 451 degrees, it's probably on fire. All right. You hear it kind of get quiet. You said, right?
Yes.
That's a first.
I think we should get out of here.
I concur.
Maybe we should go to town.
Yes. Let's let's get to Black something.
Black.
Point.
What was it? It was called Black.
Black
trying to remember
Hollow Point.
Black Point.
Black Hollow Point.
Black Point. It was
Black Ridge.
There's two
Black
of them.
Town.
Black Place.
Black Town.
Blacksburg.
Okay. So can we get out of the fog and head back to town?
Yeah, you find your way through the woods, that same fog becoming less and less dense the farther you travel away from the tower. And once you exit the forest, there's almost no trace of that fog whatsoever. And as you make your way to town, you notice something different about the town than when you guys were there previously. Although the town didn't seem very populous at first, and it seemed more rustic in nature, you can tell that any metal objects that were in this town have a slight red tint to them, and it's almost as if that heat metal spell has affected these things too. And the airship above you is on fire.
The airship.
Shortwing.
I
What?
don't believe airships are supposed to
I was
do
hoping
that.
Jeff was gonna say that everybody is like congregated in this town because there was this big metal pylon lighting up in the middle of the sky, but that's even better.
Your new god is here!
Something like that.
And
Praise!
fade to black.
Praise him!